Hello and welcome to YNWA Transfer News, your ultimate source for all Liverpool FC transfer news. Our first news is this.
Alexander Isak to create Liverpool dilemma as Arne Slot faces 5 more questions. Liverpool returns to Premier League action later this week, and Arne Slot has some big calls to make. After matches with Aston Villa and Real Madrid saw his side improve, the game with Manchester City showed some familiar issues. Next up, though, is an easier-looking run, at least on paper. Liverpool will still have to prove itself as having turned a corner defensively in terms of long balls and launch throw-ins. But games with Nottingham Forest, Leeds United and Wolves, for instance, should be ones in which the Reds are aiming for maximum points. Arsenal is currently 8 points ahead and Manchester City 7. But as we enter a crucial period, what decisions does Slot have to get right? YNWA has taken a look. Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike dilemma. For France this week, Hugo Ekitike has played a couple of different roles. While the French media was left unimpressed with him as a number 9, he did much better and scored a great goal after combining with Kylian Mbappé. When coming from the left, it is a dilemma that Slot will have to solve in the coming weeks, with Ekitike in better form than Isak, but the latter needing minutes to get back up to speed. Liverpool has to get the balance of minutes for both players right. In the first game back, Isak is not likely to be able to play a full 90 minutes anyway. After that, though, Liverpool needs to find a way of getting the most out of the pair, sometimes simultaneously. Florian Wirtz's position. Against Real Madrid, Florian Wirtz looked excellent off the left flank. Against Manchester City, it didn't quite work as well, though Liverpool as a whole looked jaded on that occasion. When Nottingham Forest comes to town on Saturday, Slot could pick Wirtz in that role again, or he could revert back to the number 10 plan. He could even leave him out of the starting sheet entirely, but at some point, he needs to be integrated. Wirtz isn't going to start every single game in the next run, but it feels like a crucial period for how his season, and Liverpool's more generally, will be viewed. Rack up a few wins here and the Reds will be right back on track again. Likewise, Wirtz could do with scoring and assisting a few goals against lesser opponents, having struggled to make his mark so far. Mohamed Salah question. There should not be any doubt about Mohamed Salah's position in the Liverpool team between now and when he goes away for AFC ON. Though he won't start every game either, there is still a role for the Egyptian to play before then and after it, obviously. Talk of taking him out of the firing line seems unlikely. If nothing else, there are no glaring alternatives. Salah, like Wirtz, should be looking forward to playing teams where he should be able to build some momentum. He is an answer for Liverpool moving forward, rather than a piece of the puzzle to question. Andy Robertson and Milos Kerkez battle. In the Liverpool defense, with Jeremy Frimpong still absent and Slot having limited choice at centre-back, the main question is at left-back, where Milos Kerkez and Andy Robertson are the two options. Robertson holds the jersey as things stand, but Kerkez will get chances. In the next 2 games, perhaps the former will get Nottingham Forest and the latter PSV, all over the field goalkeeper aside. Where Alisson Becker is set to return, there will be rotation over the next few weeks. In the case of the returning Isak and the still integrating Wirtz, though, those calls will be especially important. John Barnes names Liverpool star as favorite player with unlikely explanation. John Barnes has revealed Dominic Szoboszlai is his favorite player from the current Liverpool squad and claimed his versatility and selflessness have been huge for Arne Slot. The midfielder has started 16 matches this season, missing just the Carabao Cup ties. Along with Virgil van Dijk, Szoboszlai is the only Liverpool player to feature in every minute of the Reds' league campaign. The Hungary captain, who saw his World Cup hopes dashed on Sunday, has played in multiple roles for Slot this season, including a few appearances at right-back, while the majority have struggled this season. Szoboszlai is perhaps the only member of the squad whose performance levels have actually improved from last season. Barnes, speaking to Liverpool.com at a Higher X Liverpool pop-up event at Liverpool 1, said Szoboszlai has been the Reds' best player this season. He was my favorite player last year, and this year's my favorite player, the Liverpool icon opined. He does a lot of the work that people don't see. He works hard, put him in any position. He's a humble player who plays for the team, plays right-backs, attacking midfield, defensive midfield. You can see why Jurgen Klopp signed him, because he is an all-action player who plays for the team. I won't say he does a lot of unseen work, because a lot of people do appreciate him, but he does a lot of the dirty work, if you like. While a lot of people may take the glory in terms of the goals or beating players, and looking great in terms of what he gives the team, for me, he's been our best player this year. Szoboszlai's ability to operate as a box-to-box midfielder. No, 10 or from a deeper role is a unique characteristic for a modern player. He can play anywhere. And I think if you put him at center-back, you can do that, said Barnes. You could put him in any role. And that's a great option for the manager to have. I'm sure he'd like to tie down no .8 role, which is his position. But when he's asked to play in any role whatsoever, he does it with aplomb. And he also does it with the right attitude and the right commitment, without sulking that he's playing a role that may be alien to him. Another player who has impressed in recent weeks is Conor Bradley. The Northern Ireland star marshaled Vinicius Jr. excellently in the win over Real Madrid and then earned praise from Pep Guardiola despite being in the losing side at the Etihad. Barnes is delighted Liverpool appears to have found a smooth transition at right back, following Trent Alexander-Arnold's summer departure to Real Madrid. Bradley is not there to replace Trent, said Barnes. He's a different player to Trent. Milos Kerkez is not necessarily there to replace Andy Robertson. The team has changed. I think that Bradley is a better defender than Alexander-Arnold. Yes, he can come forward in a different way to Trent. He's not going to be as creative in long passes, but he doesn't have to be. He has to be his own person, his own player. Liverpool play completely different now than when they had Trent, so he doesn't have to feel he has to come in and do what Trent did. You saw his performances, particularly against Real Madrid, how good he is defensively. And we have enough creativity not to need our right back to be the most creative player on the field as maybe Trent was. He's young, he's inexperienced, and he's trying to fill big shoes. But I have no fears that he has a bright future. Barnes was speaking to Liverpool.com at Hire's immersive multi-day pop-up experience in the heart of Liverpool City. The smart home appliance giant partnered with Liverpool in September and launched the 5-day event last week, which was designed to enhance the relationship between soccer and smart home technology. Newcastle United face no Liverpool transfer battle as Arne Slot's personal connection highlighted. Newcastle United are interested in signing Keith Smith, but may now run into another transfer fight with Liverpool. Newcastle United's transfer priority heading into 2026 appears to be the signing of a new midfielder. Eddie Howe still wants to freshen up his engine room even after Jacob Ramsey joined Newcastle. Newcastle want to find Joelinton's heir and could move for fellow Brazilian Ederson from Atalanta. EDRS offers a like-for-like replacement in midfield, but Newcastle are also eyeing younger midfield talents. Arne Slot's personal connection to Newcastle United target Keith Smith. Inter Milan's Alexander Stankovic is on Newcastle's wish list, but the exciting rumor from the last week surrounds Keith Smith. Newcastle are interested in Smith and believe there is a genuine chance of signing the AZ wonderkid. Barcelona and Real Madrid also want to sign Smith, so this would be quite the coup for Newcastle. Soccer News in the Netherlands now claim that Liverpool have joined the race, and Arne Slot could be key. It's stated that Slot has known Smith for a while, as the midfielder was in the AZ ranks during Slot's time in charge. Smith was only a child at the time, but the hype around him at AZ meant Slot was well aware of his talent. Slot may still know Smith's family due to that AZ connection, and it's something Liverpool could lean on. Liverpool are now thought to be weighing up an offer for Smith, with Slot a key factor in their pursuit. Newcastle will be sick of Liverpool after Alexander Isak forced his way to Anfield, but the two clubs could be on a collision course once again. Newcastle United will need a strong pitch to Keith Smith. Speaking to The Telegraph earlier this year, Smith admitted his admiration for Slot's Liverpool side. "I don't have a favorite English club or anything like that, although I do enjoy watching Arne Slot's Liverpool now," said Smith. Liverpool haven't quite been the same side this season, but they will still appeal to Smith. Smith has been likened to Pedri for his playing style, with the 19-year-old showing outstanding technique and close control in deploying roles. Newcastle don't really have a player in that mold right now, and the interest in Smith is understandable. Newcastle know that the likes of Barca, Real and even Liverpool will be considered frontrunners. Edit. Howe and co will need to pull out all the stops in order to convince Smith to snub those sides in favor of St. James Park. The lure of first-team football could be crucial here, as Smith is already a key man at AZ, heading to Barca. Real or Liverpool as a prospect for the future may not be as exciting as regular Premier League and European action with Newcastle. The Magpies have plenty to offer Smith, but it's going to be a major fight for his signature in 2026. Liverpool planning serious bid for impressive Dutch wonderkid who's already worked with Arne Slot. Liverpool's Premier League title defense has derailed far more abruptly than supporters would have feared. After Arne Slot delivered the championship in his first campaign, the expectation was that the Reds would build on that momentum. Instead, the current season has spiraled, with performances and results dipping sharply. Defensive errors have become frequent. Key players like Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate are miles off their usual level, and the attack has lost its edge. Hugo Ekitike has been a rare bright spot, but Alexander Isak's injuries and poor form, and Mohamed Salah's decline, have left Liverpool short of cutting edge in the final third. With 7 defeats in their last 10 matches, the need for reinforcements is obvious. Now, attention appears to be shifting toward one of Europe's brightest young midfielders, and one Arne Slot knows better than most. Liverpool plotting move for Kees Smit. Liverpool are reportedly weighing up a major January bid for Kees Smit, one of the Netherlands' most highly regarded young midfielders, and someone with a long-standing connection to Arne Slot. The 19-year-old AZ Alkmaar talent has quickly become a central figure in their midfield, contributing to goals and to assists in 11 Eredivisie matches while earning praise from national team boss Ronald Koeman, who called him impressive. According to Soccer News, Liverpool are actively exploring what has been described as a potential mega transfer, with the club considering a serious bid as early as January. Slot is believed to be heavily involved in the discussions due to his personal history with the player. He worked with Smit during his time at AZ and was reportedly blown away by his ability even when the youngster was just 11 years old. AZ, however, will not entertain a bargain sale. Reports suggest that any deal would need to surpass the club's current record departure, the €25 million they received from AC Milan for Tijani Reinders, with Liverpool's season threatening to drift. A high-ceiling midfielder like Smit could inject both energy and long-term stability into a squad in transition. Slot's admiration for the teenager only strengthens the Reds' position, but AZ's valuation means this would be a true blockbuster move. Liverpool playmaker Florian Wirtz stars for Germany in Slovakia beating. Liverpool midfielder Florian Wirtz has struggled to make an impact at Anfield following his big-money summer transfer move. The Reds expected a transformative signing, but Wirtz has not been able to give the best version of himself in England, drawing criticism from different factions. However, the Liverpool ace had no such issues on international duty for Germany against Slovakia. Wirtz was sensational for Die Mannschaft, running the show and giving Liverpool fans hope that the exciting playmaker they signed is still in there somewhere. The 22-year-old created 3 big chances and played 6 key passes while winning 3 of his 6 duels, providing 2 assists for Leroy Sane. His performance prompted a post from Liverpool journalist James Pearce, who said via Twitter, "Special player Wirtz, difficult start to his LFC career, but so gifted. It's a case of when, not if. He lights up the Premier League." The former Bayer Leverkusen star was also excellent in the 2-0 win over Luxembourg days ago. He completed 5/6 dribbles while winning 8/12 duels, making 5 recoveries, and playing a key pass. Liverpool fans will now be hoping he can bring that same electric form back to Merseyside as the Reds prepare to face Nottingham Forest this weekend. It feels like the perfect moment for Wirtz to finally open his account for the club after 16 appearances without a goal. Liverpool didn't spend big to acquire potential. They invested in a ready-made superstar, and they are eager to see superstar-level performances. With Arne Slot's side still smarting from the 3-0 defeat to Manchester City before the international break, the pressure is on for a strong response. And in games like this, Liverpool need their biggest players to take the bull by the horns. Wirtz has shown flashes of brilliance in Germany colors, but now he must translate that sparkle to Anfield and help drag the Reds back into form.
Thank you for watching. Like and comment, subscribe.